All right, hey folks, let's see if we're up and running. If we are, we can get to work. Checking my signal here real quick online, and I'm seeing a loading screen, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get things up and running here on my social media posts, and hope that the internet catches up to us in a second. I'm doing a refresh here to see if I'm live, and yep, looks like I'm live. So how's my volume? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Looks like I'm live. So how's my volume? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Looks like I'm live. So how's my volume? All right, yeah, it is a little muffled. Let's see if that's any better. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if that's any better. Mic check. Mic check. That is a lot better. Okay, cool. I gotta keep my monitor. I gotta keep my microphone like way up in my business. Words, Kearney. Hey guys, my name is Phil Kearney. I create role-playing games. I illustrate them and I publish them online. And we're creating an adventure for Eberron using 5th edition for 4 to 5 characters of level 7 to 8. For those that don't know, I create role-playing games. Yeah, I said that. So I've been DMing since like 1987. I've been an Eberron enthusiast since 2004-ish. I've been a freelance illustrator since 1999, and I've been creating 5th edition content on the DMsGuild since 2017, but I've never actually published an adventure. So this is an opportunity for me to do that, and so what we're looking at here on the cover, let me fix my screen here real quick and we'll get to work now. Yeah, this is the cover. Crystals in my bar. It'll be like about that big when you look at it on the DMsGuild front rack. Yeah, we created this back around episode 40. Here's the I'm on the X Twitter platform, so if you want to get like notifications and stuff when I'm live, coupons, look-sees at the illustrations I've been working on, etc. That's here at Phil Kearney. Catch me there. Here on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications of when we are live in the future. And hey, we have more subscribers than we did on Friday, so bless you folks. Thank you. The full playlist of this 331 episodes is here, seeing all the maps and tokens and illustrations that we've been creating for this adventure. This cover was back around episode 40, so you can go check that out if you would like. But today we are making Yugoloths, so we're going to continue that effort, finish this little monster today, and then we'll get started with the Ultra Loth after this. So I'm just gonna grab some basic color here. Chunky boy. All right, we're gonna add in another layer here real quick. Drop this down. Start adding these things into the illustration, and then we'll do cleanup on the armor, and then we'll move on to the next guy. So page layouts continue. I would have been on earlier today, but I was up a little late last night building out some of the pages in the adventure. That's what I do off screen. Is I'm doing page layouts for this adventure. So on screen here we do the illustrations, and then off screen we do the stuff that's not nearly as interesting to watch, which is me reading text over and over again, nudging it around the page, zooming in, zooming out to make sure I like the balance. So we've been working on that. We're at a point. Okay, so I'm going to describe the page layout effect, kind of like digging a tunnel, right? So at this point, the adventure is what I will call rough hewn, and where it's the shape that it needs to be. It fits in pages, and each page has isolated thoughts so that they're self-contained. Each column of the adventure, each column basically is its own thought. So you can read one column at a time, and you can just be absorbing information as you go. That's that control panel sort of format that you hear about in adventure design. So I'm pleased with that. There's space for all the ideas that are in the adventure, and then illustrations either in the same or adjacent column to whatever the thoughts are. So when you zoom out and you look at the full page, you can absorb. You can see all of it in its artistic approach, where the columns and the artwork in the columns are aligning with each other and complementing each other. That's an aesthetic design principle that I wanted to be able to achieve. So far so good. Where I'm at in the process right now is, so you go from rough hewn, and then you go to a worked stone wall in a dungeon would be, rough hewn is where you're just basically hacking it out, and it's got rough surfaces, and it's jagged, and you'll scrape your knee if you fall, and stuff like that. Then you get to worked stone, which is like a 10-foot corridor that has like proper corners, right? Where it's all been like it's all been not necessarily like polished smooth, but it's been all the rough grain has been minimized, so you can just have a predictable shape. That's where we're at in the process, and then after that comes polishing, like polishing marble, so you have like a polished smooth floor in a stone room. That's the final step. That's when like the illustrations and the page dressing and stuff like that gets inserted. So that's that'll be the next step. But right now we're in the working the work stone phase, where once we complete it, everything will be, and it'll be obvious where all the illustrations, maps, and stuff need to go. And all the thoughts on each column will be complete. So one of the processes of this layout is as we go through the hold on real quick. There, I'm gonna grab these here. There. Cut, paste, good. Here. Drop those down into the shadow more. And here, I'm going to use a separate layer here to add in just a little shock of shadow here, just to prevent it from being from like floating. I'm started catching up on Unbox Machina on Amazon. Holy Hannah, what a great season it is! I'm angry that the streaming industry has gone back to weekly episodic dripping. Everything that was old is new again, eh? No real improvements in society. It's just the streaming services have become the cable services, and it's basically just a big heist of wealth transferred from the cable companies to the streaming industry, and the irony is amazing. That's good. That is almost good. There. Good. Let's grab that cover art again. I need to grab the colors here real quick. Here. Let's go with that in there. I think that looks good there. And there. I stream 10 days per week, or 10 times per week, 10 days a week. Right. I have 10 designated stream sessions each week, Monday through Friday in the morning like this for an hour or so. Doing artwork like we're doing right now, Eberron tokens, maps, and once the page layouts are done, actual page illustrations like inserts. And on tonight, Mondays and Thursday nights like tonight, we do evening design stream, and I will be on. I think my goal tonight is to be on at 6 o'clock. That'll be in 11 hours from now. We'll be back on. We'll be doing design, specifically for the martial power system with the color mana spell point variant rules system that we have on DMsGuild already. We're updating everything for 2024. I like the 2024 rules in general. As a player, they're okay. As a DM, I'm still feeling them out. But as a designer, I love them. The amount of additional resources and toys that classes get in general feels good. It's nice. It gives as developers and designers, we just have a little bit more space to play with inside of classes. And while I'm not 100% a fan of every subclass starts at 3rd level, it's at least it's a decision, and it's not a good or a bad decision. It's just what they decided to do, so we go with it. If I don't sound enthusiastic about it, it's because they missed the opportunity to, in my opinion, they missed out on being able to have every subclass level be the same for every class. They didn't want to invest the time to figure out the scaffolding on that, so it's just a lost opportunity. I just think it's a shame. Let's drop that down a little bit further here. Yeah, that'll be fine. This Yugoloth doesn't normally have an eye, but when it gets created, the Eye of Mabar is is an artifact that is presented in this adventure, designed specifically to create a manifest zone to the plane of Mabar, and while doing so, also transforming the caster of the ritual into a Yugoloth. If the ritual fails, the Yugoloth, the caster becomes a Yugoloth like this. If it's successful, then it creates an Ultraloth. So, and if the ritual succeeds, it stabilizes a manifest zone permanently, and creates a portal, a gate to the plane of Mabar, and the Ultraloth would have command over that gate and be able to raise an army of demons and then storm reality here on Eberron's side. So we want the ritual be destroyed. So if the caster of the ritual fails and they become this Yugoloth, they don't have nearly as much power as they would have if the ritual completed. But at least, like, quote unquote, at least this is something, and it's stuck. The portal closes, the manifest zone collapses, but this thing still exists, so it can go forth and rage across the world to destroy whatever it can in its blind rage, sighted rage of failure, until it gets dropped and the Eye of Mabar is claimed from its body, and it can be attempted again by whoever holds the artifact next. So if the team is successful in disrupting the ritual, the ritual's last defense is to create this Yugoloth that will attempt to escape, to sacrifice itself to a necromancer powerful enough to perform the ritual again. It will then go try to seek one out and take one for the team. Because the eye will remember. When they extract the eye from this thing's corpse, the eye retains its memory of what happened. It's only the caster that gets killed when the body dies. The eye remains. That feels pretty good. I'm really mincing on the fade here because it's like this glossy orb sort of effect. Just want to make sure I get the curve right. Since it's an odd shape, that feels pretty good. Let's go with that. Here. I'm gonna erase that sub. We're just gonna flip it. Paste, free transform, flip horizontal, that feels wrong. Let's delete that, zoom a bit. Be like that. Let's see what this does. Face, free transform, flip horizontal. Merge. Let's see, let's duplicate. Let's take the underlying layer. Let's filter. Blur, Gaussian blur, the smudges, smidge. Good. And now we're going to drop the opacity a bit. Good. And then here we're going to duplicate this layer. Good. And then here. A bit here. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Then we can go into here. I like that. That feels good. We can keep that light as a highlight over here to add to kind of make sure that the lighting from that is affecting the face, so it adds the consistent physics, the way that we expect physics to work. That bit of a highlight here. I don't want it to be overwhelming, but it needs to. There, that comes through like that. Thank you. Doesn't have to be a lot, it just needs to be a bit. Feels right. Cool. Cool. And bump. I can take that and thump down like that, and go thump down like that, and thump drop. Cool. Got all that in there. Got a reference layer doing okay. Extract that, cut, paste, model bits. Let's, yeah, okay. Maybe we, let's go to that highlight here real quick. There, good. Let's work with this for a bit. There, like that. Just doing some highlights. Get some shapes going inside of here. That's starting to feel better. You kidding me? Come on, Kearney, stop doing that. Cut, paste. There you go. 0. Thank you. 0. Moving back to squares. Do. There we go. Okay, this is starting to actually look like the other thing. You can spend forever on details. There's no limit to the depth of detail down to the pore that you can get. It's up to the artist to decide when they're content with the work, what they're happy with. I often feel it like a sigh of relief. And that's when I look at the piece and my body just sighs in relaxation. That's when I know, oh yeah, this piece is done. My body is content with it. That's about where we're at with this piece now. Just adding in some of these dark texture bits to make sure that it comes through okay. Like that. How are we looking on time? 7:13. Oh my god, we still have 40 minutes. That's amazing. I don't think we need it. I don't think we need it for this guy. Raise that down a bit. Cool. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, it's pretty cool. There's a little bit of this we need. So now we're going to do a little bit of cleanup. Okay, cool. That feels good. So let's actually, I feel a little bit more nitpicky still here. Let's put that barb in more like that. Cool. And we're going to separate that that cast shadow here. And we're going to instead take all of this here, and we're going to duplicate it all and merge. And we're going to do a final trim. We're going to do a final perimeter erase cleanup to get the outline defined properly, and then we're going to smudge in some final just some final blending of the lighting effects. So we'll probably be done here in the next 15 minutes, I reckon. So Friday and Saturday, we had completed the Paladin. Got through the base class scaffold and revised the subclasses to work with the martial power system that we've been developing. That went incredibly smoothly. So now all the core the core martial classes are complete. Now we get to go back through and refine the Warlock and Artificer options for using power. And then, so that will probably finish Artificer and Warlock. We'll probably finish Artificer tonight. And then Warlock, we'll start back in on Warlock tonight. And then tomorrow at lunchtime, we'll probably get pretty far along in revising the Warlock based chassis. And so on, Tuesday lunch, I expect to have both Artificer and Warlock for martial powers resolved. And then Thursday night when we come back in, probably start revising Pacts and Patrons of Ravnica, so that all of the patron subclass options that we have in there are compliant with the new 2024 rules. And then we'll once we see how the language changes, we'll have an opportunity to go back in and look at the artwork again. There's some artwork in Pacts and Patrons that could be improved that I see, so I'll have an opportunity to glam all that stuff up a bit, and we'll do that on stream. A little bit of cleanup on this just to keep it a little better defined, a little less sketchy, a little bit more crisp. I'm really leaning into that. It starts to get a little pixely this close. here. It's mostly this the thick outline that I want to dissolve. Claw. Claw. Feels good. Bring that in there like that. That feels good. There we go. Good. Super close to done. Almost done. Stay on target. Almost done. Stay on target. Trim that up like that. Good. Bump that a bit. Good. Good, and now let's add the shadow back in the shadow. Vaguely fill that in like that. And let's smudge that in here like that. Feels good how that fits in there. So I can see little tags going on there now. Need to fix those. There, good. Push that all back into there. There. Okay, that feels pretty good. I think I'm gonna push this back a bit more. Feels pretty good. Let's drop the opacity just a touch on that. Cool. Okay, this BT boy is done. I think I'm pretty happy with it. Pause and reflect for another hot second. Feeling like I want to do. I'm happy with him. Super ha. This guy's good. Just reviewing real quick. Okay. Let's merge that down. And then I'm going to merge that down. And then here, I want to trim up inside here. There. Cool. I just needed to slim up his frame a little bit. There. Holy Hannah. Okay, cool. That this guy, I'm pretty happy with him. Where are we at? 7:30. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut stream for now. Well, we've been at this like maybe almost an hour, 45 minutes. That's good enough for today. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it here. When we come back tomorrow, we're going to we have an Ultraloth to build, and then we have some more random NPC tokens to make, some research alchemists. Yeah, okay. Some research alchemists, some lumberjacks, and then some scouts, and then maybe another 8 NPCs after the Yugoloth tomorrow. So we'll get the Yugoloth done this week. And Ultraloth is next. We'll get the Ultraloth done this week. And then... Sorry, this is picking at my brain a little bit here. Immediately better. Merge down. Yeah, go ahead and cut here for today. We'll be back tomorrow. And Bob's your uncle. So, oh wait, a little bit more here. Apparently in the no regret stage of the illustration. Good. All right. Now I think I can be content. All right. That's it for now. I will be back. I'll be back tonight in about 10 and a half hours. And we'll continue with developing martial powers with the Artificer and the Warlock. Yeah. See you guys then. Cheers.